During Buddha's time, many people left behind their wealth and possessions to live as monks. One day, a rich man's son came to Buddha and said, "Master, I want to give up everything and become a monk. Please accept me." Buddha welcomed him into the monastery. However, he knew the young man had grown up in luxury, enjoying delicious food, fine clothes, and comfort. Adapting to the simple life of a monk would be hard for him. To help him adjust, Buddha gave special instructions. For now, you can eat your morning meal at the house of a senior monk. He will provide food for you until you are ready to collect alms by yourself, Buddha said. The young man agreed, but he felt uneasy. He kept thinking about how simple the meals might be compared to the grand feasts he was used to. The next morning, the young man walked to the senior monk's house. On the way, his mind was full of questions. What kind of food will he serve? Surely, it can't be as good as the meals I used to have. When he arrived, the senior monk greeted him warmly and invited him in. He asked the young man to sit and brought out a plate of food. When the monk removed the cover, the young man was shocked. The plate had the same kind of fancy food he used to eat. How is this possible? The young man thought. I was just imagining such a meal, and here it is. He enjoyed the food, but after eating, another thought came to him. At home, I used to rest on a soft, comfortable bed after breakfast. There won't be anything like that here. As if he could read the young man's mind, the senior monk said, "You can rest here for a while. I've prepared a place for you to lie down." The young man was amazed. How does he know my thoughts? Is he reading my mind? After resting, the young man returned to Buddha, looking nervous. He bowed and said, "Master, the senior monk knew all my thoughts. He could tell what I was thinking and gave me exactly what I wanted. This is too much for me. Please let me gather alms somewhere else." Buddha smiled and asked, "Did he treat you badly? Was he unkind?" "No, Master," the young man replied. "He was very kind. But it's scary to think that he knows all my thoughts. What if I think something bad? I'd feel so ashamed." Buddha listened patiently and said, "I understand how you feel, but you must continue going to him for your meals. When the time is right, you will gather alms elsewhere." The young man reluctantly agreed. The next morning, as he walked to the senior monk's house, the young man made a decision. "I must not think anything bad or unnecessary," he told himself. With each step, he watched his thoughts carefully. He let go of any negative or useless thoughts and focused on keeping his mind calm and clear. By the time he reached the monk's house, something incredible had happened. His mind had become quiet. He felt light and peaceful, as if a heavy burden had been lifted. After the meal, he ran back to Buddha. "Master, something amazing happened. By being mindful of my thoughts, I was able to clear my mind. I feel so peaceful and happy." Buddha smiled and said, "This is an important lesson for everyone. When you believe that others can see your thoughts, you naturally start to control them. You choose what to think and what to let go of. If you keep practicing this, you'll learn how to decide when to think, what to think, and what not to think. This will bring you peace and harmony." If we see in our own lives, our thoughts often wander unchecked, shaping our actions and emotions without us even realizing it. Imagine for a moment that someone could see every thought in your mind. How would that change the way you think? Would you let go of negativity, jealousy, or self-doubt? Would you focus instead on kindness, gratitude, and clarity? This story teaches us that when we take responsibility for our thoughts, we take control of our lives. Like the young man in the story, we can transform our minds by becoming more mindful and intentional. Each step forward, each conscious thought, leads us closer to inner peace. Ask yourself, what thoughts am I feeding today? Start choosing the ones that empower you, bring you joy, and align with the life you wish to live. Peace isn't something we chase, it's something we cultivate from within. Take a moment now to breathe deeply, clear your mind, and let this lesson inspire you. The journey to peace begins with your next thought. Are you ready to take the first step?